let's fucking go. Bedford Games, let's put on a show.
So we gonna get a new song anytime soon?
Already know.
I'm down.
I have some ideas.
We're going 6-0.
You can't talk over the song.
I wanted to be heard.
Why, are you getting tired of it?
I'm so tired of it.
I want to hear the whole thing, though.
I do,
Once.
but I want to skip the first 15 seconds because I don't ever want to hear it again.
It's catchy. It gets stuck in your head. All right. Well, Isaac, is this episode 6?
This is episode 5.
5/6.
Okay, episode 5, Tambo time. I got my crew back. Derek's back after his vacation in Florida. How was that?
It was good. It was nice to get some load management last week. Didn't have to play. We had an easy matchup. Your boy could take a trip. Get out there. Appreciate Dave stepping in last week. Dave's my boy. He did a good job.
Got you to actually listen this time, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to be replaced. Dave and I have a great relationship where we might say like 3 sentences to each other throughout the week, but we'll send hundreds of memes back and forth. It's pretty fantastic.
All right, well, that's good. Isaac, you obviously Isaac is back. What happened to you?
Sick. I don't ever get sick, but when I get sick, it's the fucking worst.
Guy had hands, foot, and mouth disease.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. But I'm better now, and ready to get back to podcasting with y'all.
Right on. I'm surprised we survived without you. You're a huge part of the show, no pun intended. And
Did you just say the F word?
all right, and there's Ben letting us know he's here. Our co-producer, backup producer, whatever you want to call it. Just trying to figure out his new sound bites. He's so proud of himself.
Yeah, it was very delayed because trying to learn where everything is still and looking at it upside down. So
This is going to be great.
No, it's not. You have your job. Isaac has his job. We'll see how Isaac does with the soundboard today. So, all right.
I might get promoted.
No chance.
To what?
Yeah.
Soundboard too. I'll just be on comments and commentary.
This is the limit for you, buddy. There's nothing higher.
I know a lot of people look for opportunities in things they do. You have none. This is it.
That's true.
Hey, I had someone say I was funny the other day.
Who?
And then said, never mind, I can't say that. Tambo threatened me.
Who said that?
No, then he said, is dinner ready, Mom?
Yeah. So,
I want to know who said that.
Nobody.
Okay.
Somebody gaslighting him.
Yeah, that's fair. Buddy, you're pretty funny.
what are you looking,
All right. Well, hey, how quick can you pull up the emails? Anything interesting to read off of them today?
No, I deleted them all.
You did?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Alright, let's see. Well, we're going to kind
they're
of...
on the other SD card.
Don't even get me started.
Alright, CJ again. Level of production was immaculate to whom it may concern. I believe that I am not the only one that Ben is superior to, can't fucking spell my name right, ISSAC, in the ways of, always on the field and off the field. Facts. With a lot of exclamations and one question mark.
Jesus Christ, this email segment's taking off.
Well, it's because we got the guy who doesn't know how to read doing it.
And respond a little bit.
Don't respond. All right.
Emails. Let's see what Adam Tambora said. If I'm choosing who I like better, Ben. If I'm choosing who's going to win the game, also Ben.
You raised it.
Nice.
And then we got William Stanley. Ben Prescott. That's
So I posted in the on the Sportsplex to pick. We're gonna play an Isaac versus Ben game tonight, which you guys aren't. Nobody really told you guys about. So
Yeah, he's like, come here for the itinerary, and then he's like, can we start? Can we start? I was like, oh, me and Ben are gonna fucking get
Isaac's sweating over here asking. So what's the itinerary? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Do you know who that is? William?
Stanley?
William? No, I don't know.
No.
Was that comment? YouTube?
No, those no.
Oh, is that
I'm in the emails. Jay Towerson.
Townsend.
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 It's too short to tower or anything. Gonna have to take Ben on this one. Send from my iPhone. Generic signature.
So far it's 4 people picking Ben, nobody picking you.
Brian Tamboris, ISSAC all the way. Still not spelling my name right, but he did say all the way. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's hard for the guy who can't read to read if you guys are spelling every word wrong.
Yeah.
Which was, if that's on purpose, it's hilarious. So it was about 4-1.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's fair.
And how's that feel to be the favorite?
Oh, it was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Isaac, how's it feel to be the
High quality.
Feels like home.
Okay.
That's the
Nobody-
best
nobody
response
knows
you
me.
could have had.
Yeah.
Nobody knows me yet.
I dig it.
So I've just been off for a couple weeks, so I've been kind of messing around with things, and you know what drives me nuts with him? Okay, so we had that stupid little round table, which I thought was dumb to begin with, and he's like, "Hey, all the cords are really short. You know, we're gonna huddle in and get close, and if you want one, buy new ones." Okay, fair. He had longer cords in the bag the whole time for every scenario: microphones, headsets. You do realize this, right?
I realized it when you told me when you walked in. It was funny because you walked in, you're like, by the way, and I was like, I felt like a teacher was yelling at me. I was like, Jesus.
Do I
you know
have
what
that
we
teacher
both
yell?
use?
Not quite the red marker, but I could see it.
That's
Yeah.
fair. I was pissed when I figured it out.
Well,
I'm like, wow, we have so much room now.
Well, I thought they were
Freaking
both
pissed.
Big aux ports with 3.5s. I thought they were on both ends, and apparently it was just one.
You have eyes, right?
Technically.
Okay.
So many, I got one in my name.
Again, this is what I'm working against to get this sweet show on. So
Still no comments.
the show will move on.
We're playing podcast on difficulty level hard.
And your partners are bots. You gotta carry them. All right. What do we want to do first here? Do we want to recap? Do we want to get in the recap first, or do we want to open it up with the Ben and Isaac game? I know we talked about
I
that.
think you teased the Isaac and Ben game.
Okay.
I think too many people want it, and if we give it right away, they'll just stop listening.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because you guys are boring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's Bedford's boring.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it deflects you. That's fine.
Remember, I showed you where the mute button was.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to run it at this time.
All right. Well, let's get into Wednesday's recap. Again, not gonna dabble too much into it. We're gonna talk about the notable games. We had Get Plucked and Natty D's, which Get Plucked is kind of that B division team. It's got a couple wins in a row, really good players. A couple B division championship wins in a row, good players. Trying to make a case to play in the A's. Unfortunately, this season's not the case. Their case cannot be made this season. Too much A talent, and that's a good team. They played Natty D's pretty well. Ended up losing by 2 scores. I know you weren't there. Isaac wasn't there. Ben has no idea who we're talking about. So nobody can really comment on the game, but I guess it was decently close, but Natty D's pulling it out by 2 scores.
Yeah,
which is kind of what I would have guessed anyways.
I honestly, just on the surface, I would have thought that would have been a 3-score game.
That's fair. I wouldn't have been surprised, but Get Plucked has got a good defense, and Jay's a good manageable quarterback. He doesn't really turn the ball too much over.
Yep.
He's not Jay Charles throwing 5 pick sixes against Natty D's.
To Johnny on like consecutive plays.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, congrats to Natty D's on the big win. Get Plucked needs to get better. All right, we got Leapers versus We Ballin'. Leapers win. I think it was really high scoring, almost like 60-40.
Is it bad that I still don't know who We Ballin' is?
Well, no, but you weren't there that last week. So, if you were there last week, you would have had a chance to look.
Yeah.
But no, we haven't really crossed paths with them that much.
Are
so.
they in fact ballin'?
Every now and then, and you've asked that question before.
Have I?
Yeah.
I felt like it was the first.
No, you like to recycle jokes.
Was it the first on air?
I'm the king of recycling jokes, so I pick up on it.
Okay, all right.
But yeah,
Honestly, I don't
I
know.
think you did. I swear to God, I'm not think. I know you did. I'm pretty sure it was first episode.
Well, you know who could tell us is Tyler. We know he's out there listening.
Yes, sir. What are these guys are making me nervous.
I feel like we're not recording.
We're recording.
Are we?
Yeah, we're recording.
Recording both
Someone-
ways.
No. Someone already messaged me with a critique already. So.
We're talking about
No,
this.
no. All right. Keep it down.
Talking about how to make your show better. I guess that's boring.
So Leapers win, high scoring. Chance, I still don't know if Jimmy's going to do the 8A division team. He actually brought that up to me.
Yep.
We Ballin', I think, would be the 8, or it would be Get Plucked. They got a case.
They gotta have a matchup, but this is the last week of regular
That was
season.
last week.
Yeah.
I don't know if they played each other. I don't remember. But we'll see. But they are on the cusp of being in the A's, and then they're putting up a lot of points against A division teams. You figure out that defense a little bit. Just play defense just a little bit better. Now you're talking close 1-2 score games that could go either way. Bigger matchup of Wednesday night: the North versus the Gumbies.
Yikes.
Now you don't know who won this game.
I don't.
Okay, so if on the outside looking in, like a guy who was in Florida during the games,
Sure.
who would you think would win this game?
Can I ask one question?
Sure.
Did the dude who's been throwing for the North show up?
Yes.
The North won.
So the North did win. Gumbies had to lose a couple guys because Leapers and Gumbies played together for the first time. Remember, Dave?
Whoa,
In,
I do.
in
yeah,
6
I remember.
years.
Yeah.
First time ever.
It's a miracle. I was on 2 teams once, and Jimmy made them play at the same time every single week.
Right.
You know, the
right.
Reapers and Gumbies just,
Well,
you know,
star treatment.
grease the old wheel.
Star treatment. You know what I mean? So it was actually a close game. I think North pulled it out pretty, maybe by a couple scores.
Okay.
Their defense played well, but Jake, the quarterback who you asked about, actually looked like the old Jake. I mean, there was guys coming in the building going, "Who the hell is that?" Because Jake was just crossbody, rolling right, end zone left throw.
Just dotting it up.
Right. What Jake was doing when they were so, dominant.
Sure.
You saw glimpses of it, and that's kind of exciting, to see that, and hopefully at some point in time play against it, But North did win. Only a notable game because it's 2 A division powerhouses playing each other, So I don't think that's going to change the standings for either one of those teams. They both will be in the North. And that's all I really had for Wednesdays. There wasn't any other notable games. I mean, obviously Nasty Boys played, but we played against Dirty Birds. A little close for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I yelled at the team and I said, it's one of those games they weren't taking it seriously.
It's
a little bit.
It's easy to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
But again, the credit I give Dirty Birds is they don't
They come to play.
every time. They could be playing the NFC All Stars in flag football, and they're still going to try, and they're going to come out with the mentality of, hey, let's try to win.
Yep.
You know,
They're a much better team with Timmy back there. That kid did a good. CJ, I think his name is.
yeah.
Played pretty well for a while, but Timmy's a difference maker for them for sure.
Take your time. Thank you. We got crack producers over there. I got 2 producers, and it's getting
They still
worse.
can't
Trying to
find
do it upside
one
down.
button.
I didn't upload anything. I don't know where they are. He was like looking at it.
I
Like,
upped it a little last minute.
Well,
so
I
don't
saw
already
you
see
lean
it.
in as soon as he said Timmy. I'm like, all right, he's gonna say it. He's gonna do it. But yes, Timmy did throw. Timmy threw well. I think Nasty Boy's defense is very outstanding.
Yeah.
But he did well as much as he could. So, all right, on to Mondays. We had. I'll cover that one after. We got Milkman and LBP, which is 2 A division teams in my opinion. I don't think it's going to change. LBP seemed to have a bad first half. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch most of it because I was reffing. LBP seemed to have a bad first half, which is kind of Jay Townsend's shtick.
It starts off slow,
Yeah.
but you can't do that if you're going to go to traveling places where you play 10-minute halves.
That is correct, but he'll mentality's a little different in Bedford in tournaments. I know he'll be ready for it,
All right.
but he does seem to be slow in Bedford to get going. Second half they turned it up, and I believe they ended up losing by 1 score. So a close game, which I assumed it would be. Kind of 50-50 shot either way. Obviously, Tyler Pike's not here. He's out there listening, and I know you are.
oh, he's commenting.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yeah, he says, Steve always being too nice to team he beats.
Oh, Dirty Birds?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he said
No, I
it
didn't-
was pretty easy.
Can we get the volume turned up? I'm trying to listen to this in the car from Alex DeCiccio. I don't fucking know.
Ben, didn't I tell you to put the volume up before we started?
I did.
Yeah, how much?
Good amount.
What's a good amount? Because
Not good enough for Alex.
I
to
told
go
you
for.
to double it.
Also, Kenny
Oh, that's
Richards says couch blocking the door is a fire hazard. And I don't know if he means me or the physical couch.
I don't think anybody's ever referred to you as a couch.
I mean, mind you, Kenny, the
Clearly didn't
couch
go to high
slide's
school.
pretty easy. The door will still open. So, mind your business.
Isaac's the only
okay?
fire hazard in the room.
That's true.
Don't cause fires anymore.
It's all,
Well-
it's all the way up.
It's all the way up
All
now?
the way up now. Yeah.
I'm really gonna hear this.
All right. Well, Alex, let us know if it sounds any better. If not, I'm punching Ben in the face right now. So,
Please say no. Please say no.
no, I mean, listen, I have a lot of respect for Dirty Birds, and they've come a long way. You know, they used to be DirecTV's hugest rivalry. You know, we've had a lot of games, physical games, arguments. You know, but you know, I call it how it is, and they will come out and try. I mean, period. So, back to Milkman and LBP. Yeah, 1-score game. Obviously, Tyler can't comment on the game, but
He's out there listening. We know he is.
Oh, he's about to, I'm sure.
what does it say? He's typing.
No.
Oh, okay. All right, keep it to yourself. So, let's talk about Balls Deep Dirty Birds first on Mondays. So Dirty Bird wins. A little bit notable game as far as B division goes. Well, Dirty Birds are short guys, and this ends up being a problem sometimes with people. And I'll talk about it and get your opinion. Dirty Birds ends up picking arguably the best quarterback in the building up.
Okay.
And then not really arguably the best rusher in the building.
Okay.
So Kevin and I went and played for Dirty Birds. We ended
I
up,
leave town for one goddamn week, and you're playing for the Dirty Birds?
they needed a quarterback.
Yeah, you know what the old Steve would have done before you got soft? Yeah, I'll meet you there.
Are you really calling me soft? On my own show right now?
Listen, you played for this session, you've played for the North and the Dirty Birds.
Damn it, you're right. I am soft. I gotta go back to my roots. That's it. OBJ and I are hitting the gym. I'm gonna start getting pissed again. Well, I did fill in. Listen, I love Jason Olsen. One of the greatest dudes I've ever met in my life.
Super nice guy.
Reaches out to me and says, "Hey, can you throw?" Okay. You know, he goes, "We have nobody." And they really didn't have many, you know, they would have had nobody to throw.
Yeah.
They would have got spanked. Dirty Birds ends up winning. I mean, they had their decent core guys on Monday, but Dirty Birds end up winning on 1-score game, like a 4-point game, 5-point game.
Do I know any of their Monday guys?
OBJ.
Okay.
I yelled at him
I'm sure.
throughout the game.
I'm sure he was the only person pissed you were throwing for them.
No.
He's like could have been QBJ.
Maybe. I think Kevin was. Kevin wanted to throw. But, so, fill in, 1-score game. Mason and company driving down, and they actually could have won on a walk-off play. Receiver dropped the ball in the end zone. Kind of a quick bang-bang. But their quarterback that they have right now is like legit. He can throw real good balls. There's a lot of mustard behind those.
Okay, all right.
He can move. Did really well. So, you know, good Monday team for sure. Why I'm bringing up this game is Mason. You know who Mason is?
Kid with the wrist brace.
Right.
Okay.
Kind of aggravated they picked us up. He thinks that almost like kind of shouldn't be a rule. And I get it. He's not wrong because he does say everybody picks up everybody. And you do see a lot of, especially on Wednesdays, but you do see a lot of teams playing on multiple teams, or
Yeah.
if people are short, people are picking them up, you know. And
But I'd rather somebody personally, even if I'm playing a team that's about to be shorthanded, I'd rather them pick up guys and play 4 people. I would rather play a good game than just mop the floor with half a team.
I agree, and that's kind of what I explained to him. I go, what are you going to learn in, and I see it his way too. But I say, what are you going to learn in whooping somebody?
Yeah, they wanted the easy way out.
Right. If I'm trying to be a boxer and the guy I'm boxing is blind, am I going to become a better boxer?
Well, he's going to hear your footsteps. He gets heightened senses.
Not every blind person's Daredevil. You know that, right?
No, it's not true. They're all the way.
I'm just saying.
No,
All right. Let's say he has no arms. What are you?
Is it kickboxing?
No. So you get my point.
Yeah.
So, and I'm telling Mason that, and Jimmy is very good at, if you had a bad season, let's say you're 2-4, and you're on the cusp of being in B2 or C, if you tell him, hey, I want to be in B1, I think I can compete in B1, we just had a bad season, people don't show up, he will do it. So as far as that goes, the standings won't change.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
That's kind of number one. Number two, we play every week there. There's no breaks.
Right.
You're gonna run into teams where somebody is on vacation. Somebody's got hand, foot, and mouth disease. You know, somebody has something, and
Do not recommend.
the games have to go on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's and Mason and his team pay to play. Are you really getting your money's worth by playing a team who
taking
only
a
had 4
forfeit
guys or taking a forfeit? Yeah. At 7 o'clock, if Dirty Birds go, we don't have enough guys. We're gonna forfeit.
You drove all the way there. You might as well play the damn game.
But Jimmy's not going to be able to find a team that quick to do 7 o'clock. It's then honestly at that point in time, then he's calling me, Steve. Can you get enough guys here to play and fill in?
Right.
That's
would have ended up playing Steve and Kevin anyway.
correct. So I get where he's coming from, and he's not wrong. But this kind of issue has already been happening with people or with teams prior to. So what I would suggest as a team,
Roll deep.
you try to Dirty Birds usually tries to, but to Mason's team, try to get the best games you can. Winning regular season games doesn't mean anything. Let's look at the Boston Bruins.
Do we have to?
No, but point proven. What does it matter that they won all these regular season games? Nothing really. I mean, yeah, they set the record, but
because they can't clear the fucking puck.
dude. But before we piss off our listeners, we'll move on. But no, I get Mason's argument, and it was a good game. It was a good game. I thought it was a fun game. They have a good team. Hopefully, they keep playing together and keep getting better because they are definitely a future A division team, in my opinion, and they will give teams a hard time because I say it all the time about quarterbacks who can buy time. You can almost
tough,
beat any defense if you have a quarterback
Tough
that
to cover for that long.
Yep. So, all right, we'll move on. That was the Wednesday recap and Monday recap. You want to preview Wednesday's games?
We can get into it a little bit.
Okay. Let me pull it up real quick because I don't have it. Oh yeah. So Jimmy, I'm reffing. Jimmy comes up to me and goes, "Oh, hey, I sent the schedule out early." I'm like, "Oh, cool. Okay. I did you a favor." I'm like, what? Because I very rarely, honestly.
Giving us the 7 to 10 split.
Yeah. And so I very rarely ask Jimmy for favors. Okay. So I was puzzled because I haven't really even talked much to him. And he goes, "Yeah, I got you and Natty D's at 7 o'clock." I'm like, "How's that a favor?" "Well, you're undefeated. They're the next best team." I'm like, "Yeah. Chances are we're going to play in the playoffs, Jimmy, in a week. So what are we doing? How's that a favor to anybody?"
Yeah.
And, "Oh, well, you're saying you played new teams too much." I go, "I never said that.
We
I
play
said
the same 4 teams.
I said the knock on the league is you play the same teams too much." "Oh," I go, "Jimmy, you remember how I told you? Basically, we have 8 weeks. If we're playing Natty D's twice a season, that's 25%.
Yeah.
I go, 1 out of 4 games we're playing Natty D's, and there's 24 teams in the building."
And the other weeks we're playing Gumbies and Leapers, which are still the same team.
Wow, that's different.
I know, but it's
That's different. But
It adds to
yes,
the-
I know what you're saying. If we're playing 3 teams twice a season, or potentially, he goes, "Oh yeah, you're right." He goes, "Do you want me to change?" I'm like, "No, I don't."
Steve. We got breaking news.
Hold it.
We got
What?
breaking news.
What?
I'm gonna play some breaking news noise.
Oh, he's confused.
Just at this point, give me something.
Just hit a button. All right, that's not bad.
This just into the Hammond hotline. Tyler Pike throwing for Natty D's on Wednesday.
I bet you they requested us. I bet you Pike went and requested us.
We've been getting requested all week.
Oh,
Needle dick.
Tyler, if you're out there listening, and we know you are, not a good business move.
I mean, well, so now it's an easy game then. Oh, all right, yeah, he did do us a favor. But so
Make sure you stretch out those creamy hamstrings.
all right, Ben.
I don't think you can
All right, relax for 5 minutes, please.
take a lap.
I can't wait to get in the Ben versus Isaac game. All right. So, Nasty D's I mean, Nasty Boys, Natty D's. Stop hitting buttons. You're really taking me out of the game here.
He keeps texting me. He's like, "Yo, hit this one," and I'm like, "I don't know if you've done this before, but Tim doesn't like a lot of like just loaded.
He was pretty good last week. He was kind of he even made me look like a dummy, and I was like, that's still good.
Yeah, that was hard.
This week, not so much. So, what else? We got Get Plucked Entity. That should be a pretty good game. Do you want to just quickly talk about the games real quick? It's week 6, going into playoffs. Nah, never mind. What else? North and Supremes. That should be good. We'll see. If I had to predict, that's going to be high scoring. I think Jay Charles trying to prove a point in Bedford.
Okay.
That he's not a bum in Bedford. And if the North plays like they did last time.
At least we'll have something good to watch while we're waiting for our.
Yeah, you hate that 7-10 split.
I
Huh?
hate it because I could do so many other things like
Sleep.
home and jerk off or something, like anything, literally anything other than just sit there for 4 hours.
You can sit in your car and do it. One more time.
Such a good soundbite for that.
Is this a bad time to tell you I need you there for 6?
Why?
We're gonna do the draft live.
The hell? I'm not even in that.
So what? You're part of the show.
Oh, the show's doing the draft live?
Yeah.
It's a bad time to tell me that.
I need a documented proof how much of an asshole you are.
I'm sure Kenny would love to join instead. He wants his contracts.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. I might be able to.
And with this pick drafted, Kenny in the back.
You hear that?
Bum.
You hear that, Kenny? You're up.
All right. So that to me, I mean, Nasty Boys, Natty D is obviously a good game regardless. But the North and Supremes, that's looking like the biggest game of the night to me.
I think the Get Plucked Entity game will be pretty all right. I don't know why that those guys got field 2. It should be an all right matchup, I think. This is a good test for that the Entity team.
No, I agree. Because again, Get Plucked is kind of like that top B1.
They're that are you part of that upper half of teams?
Right.
If you can hang with them.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. And could be a B1 championship preview. So never know. But that's what Wednesday's schedule looking like. And that's all I got for the recap. You got anything to add? I know you weren't there. Hard to add.
Yeah, it's tough.
That's fair. All right. Let's get into the main event. Let's hear some music. All right, we got the Isaac versus Ben game. Right on. So what we're gonna do today, I think you and I are gonna play the 5-question thing.
Okay.
All right. I think we'll guess. We'll do the 5 questions, and that's gonna be round 1.
Okay.
Whoever takes that round gets a point.
Okay.
Then round 2, we're gonna play a different game. I know we got a lot of short-term memory listeners, so I won't explain the games later. I'll just say this: we're gonna potentially 3 rounds of games, and winner takes all, I guess. First 1 to 2 wins. So we got a lot of people who picked. So there's only one person that picked Isaac. So this is what I'm doing. I got 2 prizes I'm giving away that I posted on Facebook. I got a Dakota headband that he donated to the show, and I got a brand new yellow and blue Sportsplex sweater.
What size?
Those have been back ordered.
They're not for you guys.
Those have been back ordered for years.
Yep, that's true. They're a hot commodity right now. They're for the people that emailed in. So we had one person pick you, and then 4 picked Ben.
Yeah.
So if Ben wins, those 4 people go into a little raffle, and I'll announce it on the Facebook page. I won't do it on the show tonight. We started a little late, unfortunately. So, all right. Question number 1. Will Ben or Isaac know how many teams are in the NFL?
Is it the question to us? Is it will one of them know, or is it which one will?
Shit, that's right. I didn't think that through.
Because I think
who do you want to play for? Who do you want to pick? And I'll pick the other guy.
I'll pick for Isaac.
You'll pick for Isaac,
Yep.
and so I'll pick for Ben.
Yep.
Okay.
No chance.
I think Ben will know it. Yes.
I also think Ben will know it. That's why I wanted the frame of how am I guessing this.
All right. So
Isaac's a hell no.
and Ben's a hell yes.
Yeah.
Then let's start with him if you think it's him.
After you.
No, no. But
Because you gotta answer first.
It's true. The guy who's got doubted on him, he needs to answer first. Because then you can't piggyback off his answer.
Oh yeah, this was a bad idea. We can't. Well, hold on. We can't say yes or no. So. Did it? All right.
You deserve that one.
Fuck.
That's a game has been canceled.
This is the happiest moment in Isaac's life.
Yeah. No.
How about we try to say it at the same time?
The same time.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's the best shot we
I
got.
thought we were supposed to. We're not naming them off. I thought we were naming them off.
Yeah, you think you're gonna?
No. How many? How many?
I just for my guess is
He just lost.
yeah.
Mike Bryson says have them write down the answers. Apparently, Mike has not seen my handwriting because that's not going to do anything.
That's not a terrible idea.
Type it on the phone. And then we'll just turn them around so
All right, that's fine. You got your phone?
Totally
That's,
don't text me.
thanks, Mikey.
They could send it into
we can send it into
to the
group
Tambo
chat,
time
to the
group chat.
How did I not prepare for this? That's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's very embarrassing.
We were too busy eating Moss that day.
You're too busy complaining.
I was
about
too
starting late.
busy doing their job for them.
No, you're too busy about complaining about starting late.
Yeah, I'm starting late. Wasn't this done?
It's like,
All right.
I do my job.
Did you write your answer down?
No, I'm still thinking.
Mike's in there.
Don't hit send because he'll just fucking.
We'll hit
Wha-
1, 2, 3,
I have
send.
it.
Where are you sending
Tambo
it?
Time? We're
Yeah,
sending it
Tambo
Tambo time.
Tambo
Alright,
time.
yeah. I'm totally guessing on this.
1, 2, 3, send.
He's totally guessing. Oh my god. All right, so we both get a point. Isaac said 22. Completely wrong.
Yeah, I figured I just hit 2 twice actually, and I was like, sounds good.
And Ben said 32, which is correct. So let's give Ben a round of applause.
This is the.
Sounds like an angry applause.
Yeah. why not?
I was like, what happened? He said, don't worry, it's an applause. I was like, I'm sorry. I actually hit it
Football
before,
applause.
yeah. Football applause, yeah. Real football.
All right. You got your phones ready?
Yeah.
Derek, will Ben or Isaac know how much money do refs get paid in Bedford per game?
No.
So you're saying no?
I'm going across the board. I'm going no. I think.
I'm going to say no as well.
That's because I think I barely know it, but I know it.
Per game?
Yeah.
Per game.
No, a whole night on a fucking Wednesday. They played 3-4 games.
You know how I know he was bad at word problems? He couldn't just create one.
Are you guys locked in?
Yeah, I'm locked in. You locked in?
Yeah, I'm locked in.
All right, send it.
Oh.
A straight guess in there.
So Isaac guessed correctly.
Wow.
I didn't guess. I knew it.
Did you?
Yeah,
So you got that wrong. I said no. All right, Ben guessed 25, so Ben's incorrect. The correct answer is 30. So
This will be
one's
no
for you,
reason for
Ben.
me to know that.
Can you imagine if Ben and Isaac were a ref crew?
Jesus. Isaac wouldn't even know the rules. How's he supposed to ref?
Throws a
I mean,
penalty. I didn't know what that move was.
No,
Can't-
dude, I don't
can't be illegal.
understand.
The penalty, how did you do that?
look, too athletic. It's got to be illegal. All right, so they are 1-1 in questions right. I'm beating you 2-1. Just want to say that. All right, will Ben or Isaac know who was the captain of the championship team in the first ever draft tournament?
No. No chance.
Yeah, I'm saying Ben doesn't know that either because I don't even know. if
Isaac probably couldn't pick this kid out of a crowd.
Can I? So we're
Can you
talking
use it in a
about-
sentence?
Can you re-say that?
Ben. Okay, so we did a draft tournament
Yes.
last year.
The one that went towards benefit and pedo.
Yeah,
Yes.
there was a team that won.
Yes.
Who was their captain?
No one keeps a consistent captain. Saul was captain at one point.
What? So you said no.
Imagine, yeah. Oh, pff.
All right, I said no. as
Imagine
well.
having to live that way. Like that's his thought process. Like for everything.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to. All right, we got an answer ready.
It's wrong, but yeah.
Send him.
All right,
I'm guessing too.
it's a lot of bad dead air here.
We both said Steve.
That hurts because no, I lost. I lost to Tyler Pike, and he loves to remind me all the time. But Tyler Pike was not the champ. Tyler Pike beat me for no reason because then he lost in the finals to Jordan Padermo's team.
Sounds about right.
Would not have known that.
Just kidding.
So currently it
Safe
is.
to say that Jordan will not repeat this time because he's, broken.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. Get better, Jordan.
So I'm beating you 2-1. No, I'm beating you 3-2. We both guessed no, right?
Yeah.
But it's still 1-1 for those guys. So anybody's game on both both
Isaac
competitions.
somehow
here.
knowing the ref pay plan is fucking absurd.
I'm sure I actually
That's
remember. I was
a
like,
good
hey,
guess.
how much you make? They're like $30. I'm like, oh, really? Like, yeah, pays for beer and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay.
I want
Alright.
Isaac to learn how to ref now.
No.
I
All
want
right.
I want to
can't
yell at him
fucking
on the
play.
sideline so bad.
But you already yelled at me on the sideline. What's it?
I know, but I want to have a good reason to.
All right. What a game. Wow. All right. Question 4. Will Ben or Isaac know in Bedford flag football on Wednesdays, how many divisions were there last season?
Ooh.
Oh, the season I sat out? Great question.
Oh, we only talked about it twice on the podcast.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Joke's on you. I don't
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go no. There's an outside shot. I'm wrong, but I'm gonna go no. I feel like to win the game, I have to go yes on something, and I just can't.
Well, you should be letting me go first. That's a bad strategy on your play. But I'm going to go no as well because I think Ben...
You're protecting the lead.
No. Actually, no, that doesn't matter because you're working him, I'm working him. So it really
No, but
doesn't...
If we're both wrong, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Ready?
It's too confusing. I did too much in this one. I don't know.
We're
what,
losing steam.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. Sorry.
I don't even know how we're
I
keeping
feel like
score.
my answer may not even be making sense.
They're 1-1. I'm 3-2 over you. All right. You guys have your answer ready?
Not yet.
What are you scrolling?
Listen, I was trying to buy...
You can't do market research.
Yeah, he's
Can I
scrolling.
cheat? Can I cheat?
No, we're trying to buy as much time as possible so you guys can just answer something.
I already have mine.
Alright, let me throw it in.
I can only come up with smart ass comments every so often. I can't just roll them off while you guys think.
Yes, we've been ready for 10 minutes. You both are incorrect. So
It's 4 though, right?
you both answered 4.
Yeah.
Now, typically, you guys are correct. But last season, they added the infamous D division.
Waste of fucking space.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
No, you didn't think. We talked about that on the podcast.
But how I came with my answer, I thought that it was 3 and then
I
it
heard
was
of it.
4.
I
So
remember
knew we
hearing about
added
the-
one.
Remember,
So he's
that,
forgetting that there's B and B2.
remember there's B1 and B2?
So I thought they.
I just know unless-
He's never been in a division that high since I ruined
Yeah.
Dynasty.
I
And
absolutely have. I was on DirecTVs for a little bit. I had the jersey.
you've never been in a division that high.
Oh, well, then not that.
Your DirecTVs days were the only time that DirecTVs was lower than that was when Steve gave it to Kevin and Kevin killed it and called it total chaos. It's the only time DirecTVs was lower than that.
A little history. All right, moving on. So you guys are tied.
So for the record, Kenny just texted me 4 A, B, C, and D, so he's wrong too. So it's not just us.
Which
So you're getting outside help. Should I disqualify him?
No. Yeah,
That's the only thing that's going to save this game right now.
I saw that after the fact.
All right, question number 5. And for all the marbles, will Ben or Isaac know? Ben, stop looking at your phone. I don't know what you're doing. Stop cheating.
I have it up ready to answer.
Will Ben or Isaac know what quarterback is the only quarterback to successfully do a drop kick since 1941? So it's only been one time in our lifetime.
I know the quarterback, they will not know the quarterback.
For Bedford or for the NFL? Just kidding.
I don't think he is.
You have to talk about the NFL.
Yes, I said it. Yeah, and in the NFL, I'm going, yes, Ben will know. You're going, no, Isaac won't know. It happened one time in our lifetime.
I don't think I even knew the answer for this one.
All right, ready?
Yep.
You good?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Isaac's guess is going to be Tambo anyway, so.
Yeah.
That was.
Doug Flutie is correct.
I just blanked out now.
So Ben wins round 1. Let's get a round of applause.
Bonus points against Miami in 2005 or 6.
6.
6.
All right. Wow. What a great game, ladies and gentlemen.
He came up with a fantastic.
Isaac is more dumb than Ben in game 1. So Game 2, what we're going to do is you're going to pull up Wednesday's schedule, okay? I'm going to pull up Monday's schedule. You guys ever play the state game?
A state game?
The state game.
Oh.
It's like a driving car game.
Yeah, you see whatever you see, you mention it. You know, like a Texas license plate. You're like, oh, Texas.
No, that's the license plate game. You ever play the state game?
No.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. So,
We don't have to text that, don't worry.
so the state game goes like if we're driving, we're bored.
Yeah.
I'll name a state, and you name a state. We keep going back and forth, but we can't say the same state.
Okay.
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 We're gonna do this with Bedford flag football teams. We're gonna see. We're gonna go back and forth to see. So you're gonna have to name a team in Bedford, Mondays or Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Current?
Current this season, which we've talked about literally every one of them. And then you guys will have to bounce it back and forth, and whoever cannot come up with another name that is correct, if you answer a wrong name, you're out.
Is that this week or next week?
Out of what? What do you?
No, are we doing this now or are we doing this?
No, we're doing this right now.
We should just end the show.
This is one of those times I hope we're not actually recording.
I could be at home playing Call of Duty right now.
Call of Duty sucks, dude.
It's better than whatever's happening.
How do I get into the other edit one? Hold on. Fuck.
This is why we're here, Steve. You don't know how to use technology.
Yeah, no shit. But I can't tell you guys what I was actually doing this game.
But just blame myself.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna flip the virtual coin that everybody gets so mad about. Ben, call it in the air, heads or tails.
Heads.
It is heads. You want to go first, or do you want to go second?
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right, 1 second. Let me get this. You got yours queued up?
Yeah,
Okay,
we just cross them off when they name a team.
just cross them off as we go. All right, go first.
The Force.
Oh, crossing that off.
Yep.
Okay,
Nasty Boys.
that's you.
Yep.
Natty D's.
That's you.
Yep.
Gumbies.
That's you.
Yep. They're not gonna name a single Monday team. Neither of them go there.
Yeah.
Direct Titties.
That's you.
Dirty Birds.
That's you. And I'm crossing off the Monday one.
You just wanted to have something to do.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna fuck this up. Stick Talk.
Ooh, pulled that one out of his ass.
All right.
I remember the stick, but I can remember the second part.
This is where it's going to get interesting.
The Baboons.
I'm gonna Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Connor's pride and joy.
Connor's over there. I can hear him. Yeah.
He's jerking off now to it. Libras.
All right.
Shout out friend of the show, Dave Cap. Dave, if you're out there listening, we know you are.
Dead air.
I think you said it already. That's what I'm trying to think of. Fuck. This is where I go down. I guarantee it.
Good. Gonna need an answer here.
I know. All right, let me think. All right. I'm gonna say. Your Mama's Favorite. Oh, that's all I can think of. I don't think that's on there though.
Nope. They haven't been around since we buried them in the Best of Bedford. So Isaac loses again. Isaac is dumber than Ben again.
Do we have to go to the third game?
No way. No, absolutely not.
Yeah, we cut our losses on this.
So my third game and my tiebreaker was I was going to give them questions about me, if they
Oh, fuck.
if they know their
You
quarterback
easy
better.
game. I would have fucking nailed that. Of course, you should have had that as a second game.
All right, so Ben wins. Let's hear a loser. Yeah, round of applause.
I'm not gonna admit I was all out at that point too.
For me.
I mean, we talked about the North. We ballin'. I mean, there was a bunch of teams.
You didn't say the North.
we
you
talked.
started with Natty. Oh no, you
I
started with the Force. Did you say Natty?
I was
D's?
taking that. I,
Yep.
I did.
Okay, I thought he
One
said
of
it.
the
So I was like,
Natty D's.
I was gonna.
I
say
took the
Natty
Force
D's.
away right away because I knew you
Well,
were
yeah.
going to pull
And then
out
I
at
probably
some
went
point.
Nasty Boys. They went back and forth. And
I did tell you
Pretty
after
much named like 7 teams to
Oh
start,
wait,
and they were
this
all
is gonna
Steve
kill me.
teams.
Wait, this
after
is
our
gonna kill me.
teams, it was gonna end.
Is Pickle Dicks currently playing?
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah,
God
that was
damn
what
it!
I should have known.
That was like.
Jake Goupil is gonna punch somebody. He's pissed.
K. Richard says, "Tell Derek, let me know when he wants to get carried."
To what?
Yeah. What?
Oh, gotcha. Now.
Oh, call it.
I was like, my legs don't hurt that bad, big dog, but I appreciate it.
That would be a sight to see. Just kidding.
All right.
Just carry me around.
No, Derek does not like to get picked up. I picked him up once, and I
fuck
thought our
that.
friendship was over. I stuck 2 fingers under his armpits and lifted him up. He's, you want to fucking touch me and fucking pick me up? Like, walks away, and I was like, he's angry.
I almost had to hit him with my car.
Yeah. The Nissan.
Why would you do that to your car?
Watch your language.
That was the best one you can come up with there.
Yeah. This is why.
I didn't load up all the
He's
ones I
like-
wanted.
Loads up
And
all
I'm
these.
looking at it upside down.
Well, he loaded them all up, and then like all of a sudden someone will say something. He goes, "Oh my god, fuck you!" Clearly, that was a needle
The
tick.
two,
drop.
like,
I'm
layup
fuck.
ones.
That's why maybe you should do that. I'll just be stuck on comments.
Well, you wonder why we're taking time before the show to try to figure it out. When we rush
We
them,
took all the time, and it didn't, and nothing was figured out.
imagine how bad if we
This
didn't.
has been the biggest shit show we've had so far.
We got to bring Dave Cap back. Dave Cap and get rid of these two. I mean, I don't know what to tell
I'm
you.
just saying the Isaac show lost a viewer, but now they're back, so we cut that out. Whatever.
Shut up.
All right, well, let's move on. Again, Ben's the winner. Isaac is the loser again of the Isaac game. So,
I've seen somebody lose a game so often that's named after them.
that's true. That's impressive. So, are we able to all be there tomorrow at 6 o'clock in Bedford? Not 6:15. I actually need you guys like 5:45. I can set the shit up. I'll get there early.
Definitely, probably not, because I get out at 6.
Okay. Can you try to get there as
I'll
Fast
shoot
as
straight
possible?
over, and I'll be in work attire.
okay?
I'll be sure.
Because I'll bring Adam to help me. Because what I was envisioning was, and hopefully this is interesting to our listeners, to set up the YouTube and just our podcast stuff towards the, so you know when you walk in, there's the restaurant place to the right, and then there's that little area to the left where they had the big board, and that's where I did the draft last time.
Yeah.
So if I put a table way in the back with just the ability to, I'll probably have Adam write all the names down. That way I can talk and announce as we go and just kind of do a little live thing. The only thing I was worried about last time, it was just so crammed in there because everybody was fucking hanging out and all the people walking
Yeah.
by.
Just take,
trying-
take this. Just put it on the field.
We're gonna plug shit in
They
But-
don't have
but-
outlets. They
but
use
in the middle of the field.
I need access to that whiteboard because we're writing down all the names. So that's why.
You ever tripped over an outlet while running a route?
No, but they have extension cords. Steve has extension cords. There's other things to do. I think just stick it
Big
in the
ass
fucking
fucking
ground. just
extension
push.
cords.
He's got them.
That's why you. That's what
Then
Ben.
you're gonna get in the middle of. I'm envisioning in the middle
No,
of the field.
why?
Not dead center.
Well, not him playing safety, just in the middle of the field doing circles. So that was kind of how I was envisioning. I thought it might be pretty cool just to get it recorded, do it live, for anybody to watch it. So, draft board kind of changed a little bit. Tangway just joined. Somebody backed out.
Or who backed out? Were they mad they didn't get put on the top 10?
Maybe. So, all right. Do we have anything else for today's show? Anything we want to cover, talk about?
I really don't. I mean, I wasn't here last week to do a dickhead of the week. I don't know if you've got one.
You want me to take over on Dickhead of the Week?
I wasn't here last week to pick one, so it's my segment, but I need some assistance.
Did I give? Oh, you know what I didn't talk about? I didn't talk about Nasty Goats and Young Ones.
Let's hear it.
So, Nasty Goats, Young Ones. Little drama set up to going into this game. Kenny Richards and I played for Young Ones, not simultaneously. I played for Young Ones one season, got him to the A division.
Is that how we got stuck with Kenny Wheels?
No,
Okay.
no. We were already stuck with him. You can thank Kevin McDonald for that. So I played with them one season. We did excel. Like, no knock on young ones. They were always been a talented group of guys. We knew that. They just didn't seem to be able to put it together. They wouldn't be able to compete with a lot of A division teams. I mean, I watched one game where they just got smacked by Gumbies. So
Come on, that's impossible.
We should have just ended the show.
You gave me the power, and Ben just wants to take over.
So
My box
you won't
is
use
your
the
box.
power that I gave you.
Yeah, because it gives that fucking face. You know what that face means? I'm getting yelled at.
Perfect.
Sorry, continue.
thank you. So played for that team. Brought him to the A division. You know, excelled expectations. Like, I did see the potential of it. I definitely thought, you know, we would do really well. Did a lot better than I thought we did. Unfortunately, I had put a Nasty Boys team in at the same time, so we both were in the A's, and I had to play with Nasty Boys, and they unfortunately lost without me. So they were kind of like,
So
well,
you're saying they ain't them without you.
no, I'm not saying. I would say that until this season. This season, they've made their own path, and they're an A division team now, on their own. But just kind of a bad break. But they decided, you know, we're at this point. They feel they can compete in A's, so they're like, we need guys who are consistently with us, which we can respect. We've been with that.
Yeah.
So season after that, they end up picking Kenny up to help run the defense because they had some defensive, you know, maybe some issues, and their defense got even better. But now that I put my, you know, so basically I'm coming back. I wanted to come back play on Mondays, and I said to them, you know, you guys want me? And they said, no. We you know, we have a quarterback now. We're gonna ride with that, you know, and they're trying to avoid that same just in case, and I can respect that. So joined another team. Well, obviously Kenny's a nasty boy. Kenny came with me. So Kenny came with me. I came with me. So we former young ones. I haven't been young in forever.
I was just gonna make a comment, but I let it be. I could feel. I think you could feel the comment.
Yeah. I had to get it there before. But so Benela, obviously, I give Kenneth Wheeleth a really hard time, and rightfully so. He deserves every tongue lashing I ever give him, every joke I ever make about him. He deserves it. He asked for it.
Sure.
And he loves it. You know.
He just wants to be brought up.
Yeah. I mean, and that's
No publicity is bad publicity.
the squeaky wheel gets the oil. Kenny realized that a long time ago.
That's why he's wheels.
That's true. Put it together. But, you know, and I like Kenny. Like, people have come up to Kenneth and go, does Steve, like, really hate you? Like, what?
I don't think it's possible to really hate him.
Oh, it is. I've hated him.
All right, he's just a funny kid.
Like, Monday I'll hate him, Tuesday love him, and then it just, you know, because he loves fucking with me. He's a dick. So I don't even know where I was fucking going with that. But Kenneth and I have been talking shit all season, you know, and just fun, you know. But that's a game that we know it's going to be competitive and we want to win. And that's a game they really want to win. You know, to come in.
That's their Super Bowl.
It potentially, at this moment in time, I feel that is the young ones' biggest game they've ever really played.
Yeah.
Potentially. I mean, off the top of my head. Be it as it may, we smacked them.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
It ended up being, I think, 28-0, which is not a huge offensive output for us. I'll give them credit. I think they started with 7 guys. 1 guy got hurt. Well, they started with 6 and 1 guy got hurt. So they came in a little shorthanded. 1 guy got hurt early, and I think it was 6. And they had to go to 5, and we had 9 guys. You know, we were everybody was pretty much there except Trey. So it's one of those attrition kind of.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they came out first half played really well defense. They rushed really well, which I was surprised about because I always thought their rush game could be better. And sometimes they didn't rush, which I usually
bold strategy.
against certain quarterbacks. Yes, I very much disagree with that. If you're playing a quarterback is going to throw picks, maybe give him that look, confuse him. Guys like Bud. Sometimes if you don't rush, it messes with them. So the rush game was on point. They played really well. Couple calls, honestly, and I know Kenneth is going to argue it, but a couple calls should have went our way that didn't, which did impede a couple drives. There was like 3 roughing the passers that were missed on me, which I was not happy about.
Who was rushing?
Omar.
All right, as long as it wasn't Kenneth.
Yeah, Kenneth. I wish I did rush you. I was just gonna tackle you. And I said to him, they probably wouldn't have called. He goes, "You're not wrong. They weren't calling any of that." But they did come in shorthanded, and I think they couldn't get anything moving on offense. They might have got a first down, couple maybe tops. Couldn't move anything on offense, and it wasn't even like Omar wasn't throwing bad. Like he wasn't throwing a bunch of picks. He did throw 1 pick 6, but he played conservative. They didn't really make anybody miss. Our defense played really well. Gave him a hard time, and big win. But it was a good game. Good preview of playoffs. I'm sure we're going to see them in the round. The first round or second round. I can't believe I forgot to cover that because I did have it written down too. I don't know. He wanted me to mention something else, I think, on that, but. Either way, it was a good game to them, but I'm still daddy. Just remember that.
Enjoy nasty goats while it's a thing. It's going away.
I can't. Well, one, I think Mondays are switching next season to half Mondays, half Thursdays, which right now I can't do Thursdays. So, if anything, I can't.
Yeah, I called Jimmy and said I need to throw off this nasty goats bullshit.
Oh, so I'm glad you brought up, the fact that I didn't invite you to this team on Mondays. Isaac, what did you do yesterday? Just curious. Last night, what'd you guys do?
What did we do last night?
Yeah.
Oh, you texted me saying, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Why don't you talk into the mic?
Hey, what are you doing? And I thought that was strange because I didn't think you liked me. So I responded, I was like, "I'm going to Derek's to watch the game," and then you responded, "Nothing," because you didn't respond.
Oh, okay. So. I mean, you thought correct. I just want to get that clear. I don't like you. That's number 1. Number 2, it's interesting how you can do things and not invite people. And you brought this on yourself, okay? Because you bring it up on the show.
Yeah, no.
So everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Stop being a hypocrite.
You don't even like basketball.
Give me a good. Shut up. Give me a good. Loser. Yeah, you're a loser.
That's fair.
That's it. That's all I have to say about that.
That'd be okay. So here's the situation, right? I've invited Steve over to the house a few times, right? He's come over a couple times, but every time I'm having a sporting event, I got a pretty sweet setup, nice TV, surround sound, 2 couches,
All the snacks.
I mean, I have kids, snacks. We got what I call the rich kid fridge. When you're growing up, you're the poor kid. You go to your friend's house, he's got fucking every flavor of everything. It's sick. Sometimes he'd rather go watching at Dave and Buster's, which I hate watching shit in public, so I don't do. But I have invited Steve.
This guy acts like
down.
You act like I go to Dave and Buster's
I don't take
by
rejection
myself.
well.
No. This is what he does. We had plans as a team.
No. The last time
Nope.
I invited you before this nonsense of hanging out with 57 people every time you do something.
There's 9,000 other chats too, just so you know. So the plans were made before you invited me.
All right, well, those chats are less relevant.
But we plan on going to Dave and Buster's with like 14 fucking guys, and then fights start at 9. It's 8:40, and Derek's like, "Yo, I was thinking, should we just go to my house?"
That's not exactly how.
It's pretty fucking
I
close.
had made the plans for the fights because I knew I was gonna do it, and honestly, I'm kind of glad because I fell asleep before the main event anyway.
Yeah. You fell asleep?
Zach goes,
we gotta leave. I'm like, why?
Nah, bro, I just be
fall
falling asleep.
I'm like, no, that's just Derek. He goes, no, dude, that's like rude. I'm like, do you fucking know who Derek is?
Yeah, no, I don't care.
He'll tell us.
I would
get the fuck out.
I would have
He
gone
said
to
it
bed
many
and
times
left
to
you
me.
guys there. I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah,
I just got too high and passed out.
He would tell us to fuck off. He never misses an opportunity. He goes, no, we gotta leave like now. So he gets up, puts his shoes on. He goes, well, I guess we're out. And Derek's like, okay.
Y'all could stay.
Yeah, y'all
I
can
don't care.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. You can't blame me for not going at that point in time. And you do have to at least admit you're not a big planner.
Yeah,
A
no,
lot of
not,
it's-
not at
No, I
one
agree
bit.
100%. He is the
Which
worst
is why,
planner.
because I don't plan and you always have something planned.
But that's why
So when
you
I come
gotta
up with something an
join
hour
the
before,
team.
I just assume you won't go.
Mind you, I don't have it planned. Other people have it planned for me. So, like with the fights, OG Kenny is hitting me up a month before the fights.
Yeah.
We got to go to Dave and Buster's for this one, blah, blah, blah.
I just hate watching that shit in public.
No, that's
I
fine,
hate
but all right, yeah, you have a sweet setup and it's sweet, but how are we gonna fit 14 fucking people up there?
Oh, we were making cuts. I don't like 14 people.
Okay.
Can't even fit 4 people up there for the
Can we go
podcast.
back to the part where we were saying
Well, that's
Derek's
only
a bad
because we
planner?
had the
'Cause
small table. I have 2 couches.
Yeah,
And like
we know the
multiple
joke. Don't
chairs.
don't take it personal.
I got couches. And if we really need it, I got another couch downstairs.
What were you saying?
I was saying Derek planning is the worst. He goes, "Hey man, it's Tuesday night. We're gonna go do this." I'm like, "Oh, I got plans." He goes, "You got fucking plans? What are your fucking plans?" I'm like, "I don't know, because I plan something literally at least 24 hours ahead." And he makes fun of me. He's like, "What, are you fucking all planned out? You figured out everything?" I'm like,
No, I don't think it's the planning ahead he's making fun of. It's how do you have plans is really what he's getting
It's a
at.
combo
I'm
of the
fairly
2.
liked by someone who doesn't play
By
football.
one person. And that's even questionable.
That's 2. It's up to 2. My mom and dad like me. I won over my
Oh
dad.
shit, I was just going with Morgan.
She does like me too. That's good.
In a non-football world, we're actually popular.
Any comments?
We? Why is this we shit?
Yeah, because I know
Rag's
Isaac's
on
not.
too over here, bro.
The newest one is I Love Steve Tambo. That's all from Don Wright. And we have fights this week at Derek's, Kenny Richardson, and then he'll watch without Cam's chewing.
What?
What?
He'll watch without Cam's chewing because you were saying you're only going out places and watching.
Oh, who said it? Watch well, Rick Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny.
Yeah, that dude, Cam, your boy,
Boy, Cam, who's...
Jake's friend.
Oh.
He chews so loud.
Oh, I would fucking snap. I hate that.
It's another way our friendship almost ended one day. He's like, "Hey Isaac," well, yeah, he's like, "Close your fucking mouth." I'm like,
I like...
You're bad too.
I can't do it. Like,
I breathe heavy. I do.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, so.
We played Xbox with you.
I can't say anything to that. It's gotten better with PlayStation.
I've asked him, I was like, Isaac, you running a marathon over there? No, I just had to reposition.
Yeah.
Yeah, who called me? Oh, who called me on the huddle the other day? Fucking Danny. Danny goes, "Dude, it's one fucking play. Chill." I'm like, never mind.
And then I jumped right on it.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause I swear to God, there's one time I had him run a 1-yard stop and in the huddle after.
Well,
I'm
you
like,
know-
dude,
down.
it was a 1-yard stop.
You know that's because when he runs a 1-yard stop, he's taking off like 8 yards down the field.
I know what a yard is. It's 3 feet.
Yeah, but
He's
then
been
why
waiting
don't-
for that
then why
question.
don't- then why don't you stand
Low-key,
still
yes.
after your route? You're the only guy who runs a drift. Steve's like running a stop, and Isaac's running a drift because he just turns around and backpedals.
Because you can't, it's momentum.
Yeah.
You ever try stopping something that big?
Try stopping an F-350
Yeah, I ran
and
him
stopping
over
a
one
Fiat.
time.
That's true. I wish we had that on video.
That would have been the best video
It
to
was great
ever
acting.
have.
I acted like you ran me over, so everyone would be distracted. And then what happened after that?
That was the time I ruined. That was the season I ruined Shit Dynasties, actually.
Yeah,
Do you feel proud of yourself?
you sent Saul home, and he went home.
No, that was a different season.
Was it?
Yeah, this was the season I came to Shit Dynasties. And
Yeah, it was a
Steve
different
single-handed-
season that he smacked his own teammate and kicked people off the field.
I've matured a lot.
Have you?
I haven't. Yeah. Now I just don't talk.
You talk all the time. We have a podcast.
Yeah, but on the field.
Now he falls asleep at home
thinks
because
about it.
watching the game.
Exactly.
You get teams challenging us. You talk so much.
Yeah, it's because they have sore egos. They just can't take my facts.
You think they learn from watching you?
No, because I don't really try very hard. Sometimes.
Fair. All right. Well,
This was the worst episode we've ever recorded. We don't even have to put it out.
delete just everything.
If this is
Did you happen to get any videos?
No, I don't.
No, you didn't even try. All right, that's fair.
Put the video of Saul
It
in
would mess the
contact
audio
for
up
Richard.
on the podcast.
That's a good. I like Kevin's stanky leg edit of that.
I wish we had.
Hey, listen. All right.
Hey, you guys want to shit on Saul, but he played 9-man pro contact, okay, before any of us did. Special teams ace. Call him Matt Slater.
I put my hands on him one time. I'll never forget. I wish we had that video. That was a good video. Steve's like, I bet Isaac can get past Saul. Saul's like, no, we'll do contact. I'm like, all right, buddy. And Steve says hike, and I put my hands on Saul, and he was like,
These two went into like there was years of anger that bled out in this one play.
Oh, yeah.
I really thought there was gonna be a fight on the field where they just right to necks and hair pulling and eye gouging.
Let's get that set up again soon.
I'm
Actually,
right in the chest, and he's like,
we're bringing back the contact teams.
I wish.
No, I don't wish.
I had a ref take a picture of me. This is how good I did.
Yeah, 7-man's not
No,
con-
it's
7-man's
also
not
it's
con-
right
because you
there,
were
I
fucking gigantic.
I've never seen a big man move like you. And I'm like, well, you never see me run after an ice cream truck either, sir. But here we are.
We gotta end this.
Yeah, this is terrible.
I did have. Oh, you brought up Saul. I'm gonna shout out Saul. That kid kicked ass in the draft league this weekend.
Yeah.
Playing Iron Man football basically the whole time.
Don't do it, because you yell at me for doing this.
Yeah, pumping his
No,
I'm gonna pump his tires up, and then he's gonna come out there and shit himself.
No, you gas him up on purpose. Saul, you're
Okay,
the man.
Saul.
You're the best
Okay,
player here.
Saul.
Yeah. I say I ain't doing that. I'm just giving him credit for what he did. He played really well, as well as he could have played. I mean, he was one of the better players that day. He played really good. Shout out Saul, good job. Played a whole game. These games are like an hour, 20 minutes long. I had to yell at him one time.
Brent Hall says we should bring Kenneth Wheels to the show to discuss the hate. This is not the fucking.
You see the first table match on a podcast if we brought Kenneth on the team. Or, yeah, I plan on having Kenny on the show at some point in time.
Does he bring? I mean, do we have to have him and Frankie at the same time if we do?
Well, Frankie could just sit in the back corner and he'll still bring as much as he would behind the mic.
That's what I mean. He
Yeah.
he hangs out.
Yeah, he doesn't talk much.
Frankie's the man. He hung out with me in Florida a bunch, and I liked it because we both just sat there.
It's like hanging out with Jay and Silent Bob, right? He just doesn't
Yeah,
talk.
it's like me, Frankie, and Gomes watching TV for like hours.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll bring Kenneth on, talk about it maybe. I don't know. Him and I have a very intriguing relationship, and I'd like to keep it that way. But all right, we gotta get a good way to end the show because we kind of suck at it. But let's. It's time to go. Have a good night, guys. Thank you. Shout out.
Bedford games. Yup. Bedford games. Let's fucking go. Bedford games. Let's put on a show. Bedford games. You already know. Bedford games. We're going 6-0.